So, everybody, welcome, please, Jon Guerra. Hey, Jon, can you hear us?
Yeah, coming in loud and clear, man. How y'all doing?
We're doing good, man. I'm glad you're here with us. I'm glad you're on with us. I really appreciate everything. For everyone who doesn't know, if you didn't watch some of our older videos, we met Jon back at Celebrity Fan Fest. I actually followed him a little bit before that. And he created a movie called Wolfsbane 1, and now he has Wolfsbane 2 coming out soon, and a movie that he has released already called Timor. So, kind of diving straight into it, Jon, how'd you come up with Wolfsbane?
Well, man, before anything, I want to say thank you for bringing me on, man, for having me on your show, and I appreciate y'all big time. And Wolfsbane, God, man, you want the long version or the short version?
What version do you want to tell, Jon?
How much time you got, I think, is a good question to ask.
We got 45 minutes and we got other stuff to talk about, though.
So the short version. Actually, man, I created Wolfsbane actually out of fun. A friend of mine, a couple of friends of mine had been asking me to actually attend a Renaissance festival. Actually, they've been asking me for probably well over a decade, probably 10, 15 years actually. And I never would, I always thought it was just silly to do such a thing. And I've never attended one, I never really ever looked up one. But anyway, finally, after so many years later, they had talked me to attend one here in Ingleside. And they told us, so I said, you know what, I'll come up with some character. And it was a far shot. I knew at first I was just trying to throw something dark together to match. I don't know if it's my personality or just things I grew up watching, but I just knew I had to be a dark character. And I threw this, the first one together. It was actually the Halloween before that first Red Fair, I think around 5 years ago. And it was nowhere near where I'm at today with Wolfsbane, but it's where I got my start. And that's the reason it started, was that very reason. In fact, by the time we made the second Red Fair, which was Sherwood Forest out of South Boston, was by that time, which was around 3 or 4 months later, I pretty much had it almost all together, or I would say a little bit more than halfway there in the right direction. And by around 6 or 7 months later, I was and so when that we came up with Wolfsbane. Actually, the name Wolfsbane came from mine, because he knew I got started in the Renaissance Festival, and I was actually I was calling my character Cyanide, and he goes, well, that's not a good name, you know, for that time, for being in a Renaissance. Yes, he goes, Cyanide. He goes, something poisonous. He goes, I'll get back to you. From a day or so later, he came up with the name Wolfsbane, which is a plant, an herb. Actually, it can be used as a poison, and back in Renaissance times, it was to the people of the villages would put it in food, mix it with food, and leave it outside the villages to kill off the wolves from coming into their villages. And that's why it's called Wolfsbane, bane meaning to kill off the wolf, to kill off, and wolf was to kill off the wolves. And that's where that name derives from.
Oh, okay. I mean, that's interesting. Yeah, because I remember you telling me that a while back, too, about the Wolfsbane itself, that it was used to keep them away. That was really interesting, honestly, to me, because I never knew anything about that, to be honest.
I didn't need it until I had to look it up, because I knew that Marvel had a Wolfsbane. I didn't really understand, you know, if that was just where that name came from, until actually my friend, you know, he reassured me, no, it's the name of a plant. You know, you can't go wrong with that. And but I did still have to look into it and everything, because of the comic book. Especially when we got around the comic book areas, actually, when I started looking into it. And, of course, when we got into the movies and so forth, also, to make sure I could copyright everything, which I could. And so it was, here we are.
That's really crazy.
Hey, Jon, we can hear you on our end, but it sounds like we're getting some comments from our folks that they're having trouble hearing you. Is there any way that you can turn your mic up on your end at all?
Let's see. I was doing it through my phone. Let's see if this is better. I had it a little ways away from me, so now I got it right up next to me. Hopefully, y'all can hear me better now.
Let's see. I mean, because like I said, he said we can hear you. It just sounds like it's coming in low. I'm trying to mess with our settings too.
Yeah, it might not be coming through our microphone here on our end.
Here, try one thing. Sorry about that. Let me try.
Sorry,
no,
everyone.
Man, and that's my fault. I apologize to everybody out there, because I could not get my Skype downloaded fast enough here on my desktop on my Mac, and I'm kind of not too computer savvy, too technical, and this is the guy who edits film, so at least hopefully that'll buy me some slack.
I'm just trying to edit the film. I don't do the audio side. It's someone else's job. So anyone who's watching right now, let us know if that audio seems a little bit clearer now or a little bit better. Give us 1 second, John.
Hopefully they can hear me. Maybe it'll just muffle up my bad words. Is this safe to say bad words on here? Because I got a horrible mouth. Man.
I can edit them out later, so I think we'll be okay. So
I'll try not to give you too much to edit, man. I hate that shit personally. God bless.
have you heard anything else? Or?
Yeah, I'm still waiting to see it, but I think hopefully that sounded a little bit louder on our end, so I think hopefully that's picking up a little bit more. We'll see. But again, thanks for joining us, John. And I know that one of the things that we're also interested in is you just recently released a short video to more. I know Aaron and I both had a chance to check it out, and we both really liked it. It was very atmospheric and everything. Just wanted to tell you a little bit, or have you tell us a little bit about how you came up with that story, and I know that there's some follow-up plan for that too, so if you could tell us a little bit about what your plans are for that kind of, those short videos and what that's going to be like.
Oh man, definitely. I loved making volume 1 of Demore. It's I think like a 18 minutes by the time you get to the end of the credits, short film. It was just something, I don't know. I was like, you know what? I want to try my hands in SFX, in special effects makeup. I want to film myself. I want to film. I wrote it. I had an idea, and some of these ideas, they come from a lot of experiences, just like Wolfsbane did. And a lot of people don't know that. I'm a huge person on UFOs, on the supernatural. I've been involved in that kind of, I guess, setting, if you will, since I was 5 years old. Seeing supernatural things since I was 5, UFO encounters, and all kinds of things. In fact, we're going to be starting a talk show about it, doing interviews and stuff like that here pretty soon. But let me stick to Timon right now. And so I whooped up this story, and I was like, you know what? I want to do it. I want to use my house, make it easy, and get the crew out here, and send everybody their lines. And what I wanted it to be, it started off to be, I was planning to shoot the whole thing one day at this building they were going to let us use here in Kingsville. But because of some issues we had with some of the actors that had dropped at the beginning, I had to replace them. And that's, so instead of having to go through the hassle of setting that venue up again, I got a house. I just want to just use my house and go for it. And we did. I filmed, wrote it, I filmed it, I edited, I directed, I produced, and just ran with it. And part 2's already written. Demore Volume 2. The actors have it in hand already. We're going to have that out by the end of December. And so that'll be out by the end of next month. God willing, there's no bumps in the road that they'll have to lose any actors or anything like that. But it's all the main same cast. Actually, I will be coming out in Volume 2.
Oh, nice.
And so it's going to get a little bit more intense. It's going to be the storyline does continue with everything's going to continue from Volume 1 all the way through Volume 4 until we get to the end of it. And I think it's going to just have an amazing end. And we're going to do a little surprise in there I can't share too much, but I want people to pick it up and see if they get it. But I have a little twist I'm throwing in there, and I think it's going to be really cool. And yeah, Demore, it just I don't know. I was sitting there one day and I was like, I want to expand. I've been doing the Wolfsbane here for a while. I want to see if I really can take this to a different level. And with what I got, just being a zero budget and shooting with my equipment and editing with my equipment and going in there and we did it. We did it to put it together. And what the goal is four short films to create a mini series, and of 4 short films to create this film Demore. and we want to just hopefully once we get all 4, I'll put them all together on a DVD and get it out there. So I mean, of course, as they come out, you'll be able to see them on video on demand. But we do definitely want to put the collection together and have it all on one DVD as soon as we finish knocking that out. But I just wanted to do some shorts so that way we could knock it out, edit it, put the volume 1 out there, put another with part 2 and so forth until we're done with it. So temor, of course, a lot of people ask me, what's temor? Temor is a Spanish word for fear, and so that's what the name means. And I just one day I was sitting there and I was going through all of these names, right? All of these names, and I was like fear, I was like temor, and I was like, wow, temor, and I was like, I like that.
Yeah.
And so just labeled it, and here we are.
Very cool, man.
That's awesome, man. So I know when we had first met, we had talked about the Wolfsbane comic as well, and I believe you have 2 issues out of that. I know you have another movie coming out for Wolfsbane. Are you going to be making any more comics of it, or is those couple issues you have out, is that going to be it?
The comics are written. I am waiting to panel them out and to get them a storyboard, panel it out, and get it to my artist so that we can start. He's actually already started. Clinton Farley, my artist, good friend of mine. He's already actually started working on the comic book for Temor.
Oh, nice.
And so we'll be having that hopefully, soon. Hopefully we can present that in 2020 also. But yeah, the Wolfsbane 3, I do want to get it out. It is written. I mean, all the material's there from the movies and everything that I've written, and it's just me paneling it out and then getting it drawn and getting it going. And but as a movie wise, we're looking at Wolfsbane 3 being the last Wolfsbane movie to go out. It's going to be the Wolfsbane: The Final Dawn, and it'll stop with that. So y'all, I'm releasing that name on y'all's show.
Oh, nice.
And no, that was only I knew it. No one else did, and so it's actually you'll see it towards the end of part 2 of Hell on Earth. You're gonna get a little glimpse of it, and of course the name is going to be released on there. But that's what it's going to be called, Wolfsbane 3, The Final Dawn. Oh. And so yeah, that'll be our final Wolfsbane movie as I go into other movies, horrors, or even just thrillers and stuff like that.
That's awesome. Well, we do appreciate you sharing us that news. That's amazing, because I was kind of curious, actually.
Oh yeah, man, definitely.
So since you are working on Wolfsbane 2, do you have any release date yet for that one?
We're looking at a release date of March of 2020.
Awesome.
Sweet. That's right around the corner.
That'll be an exact year from when we released part 1.
Nice. Okay.
That's awesome.
And as well as, like, I know, like we just said, you were doing the Wolfsbane comics and the Temor comics. Is there any other, like, beyond Temor and beyond Wolfsbane that you want to do, like, comic-wise or movie-wise or even book-wise? Is there any other stuff you have, like, that's down your pipeline? They're like, I'm going to make that one day.
I have we are working. I've got a plan laid out. It's don't know if we're going to run with it yet. It's based on a true story of a close personal a relative of mine, and it's of their time in the cartel, and then having to ended up in prison, but this family member was in a wheelchair and paralyzed from the waist down, and having the way going through that lifestyle in that condition. And then having to serve, almost 12 years in prison, in a wheelchair unit, but in maximum security. And that was a movie we're thinking about that I'm thinking about right now, writing out. Not really a lot of special effects or anything like that. It's more of a storyline of this amazing individual's life that he got into to try to provide for his family and so forth. And how it just got strung along until finally his world came crashing down on him, and to show that how even through all that, he came up out of there and is doing fine now, completely out of trouble, and just being a normal person now after such a crazy history like that of being involved in a crazy world, in a crazy lifestyle, in the physical condition that was in that handicap. And so I think it's a story I've been working on. I'm not too sure if I'll plow into it yet, but it's definitely right there to keep sparking up. So that might be something y'all can look forward to.
Nice, thank you.
Awesome, man. So, you know, we're getting ready to end the interview, but I gotta know, you know, you got all kinds of geek cred, but I gotta know who's your favorite comic character. What, you know, back in the day,
Man,
growing up, who's your favorite?
What I can remember as of now that I've always grown up loving were two, and I got to call it a tie. It was Spider-Man and the Hulk.
Nice.
As I guess as I was getting older, I think I started really leaning more to the Darth Vader.
Oh, yeah.
And so that really, when I saw that and you know, saw the movies, all the Star Wars movies, back then it was just a trilogy that was out. That really impacted my life. You know, that character really spoke to me, and it really dealt with me. And I think that's where a lot when Wolfsbane came out, I think that's why I really leaned towards that. And then of course a lot of the dark moments in my life, and a lot of the supernatural moments in my life and stuff like that. And I think I just leaned to this dark character and I involved everything that was involved in my life growing up until this time, and even now to the present day. So I think it speaks for itself. When you get to really know the story, you actually kind of you associate more with the character.
Yeah.
And understand you know where it was birthed from.
That's really cool, man. Thank you for sharing.
Thank you, and again, thank you for.
Not a problem, man. Not a problem.
And thank you for being on our show, man. We really appreciate it. Again, everyone. This is Jon Guerra. He did Wolfsbane and Temor, which both of them are on Vimeo. You said right now.
Yeah, they're on Game on Demand right now.
Awesome. So y'all can go check them out, rent them, buy them. Again, thank you, Jon, for being on the show. We really appreciate it.
No, thank y'all, man. Y'all rock. Love you guys, man. Hope to see you soon, Aaron.
Thank you. Hope to see you soon, man. Have a good one.
Have a good one, Jon. Thanks.
You too. Y'all take it easy.
Thank you. Bye.